There are moments in life when everything inside you feels too loud. Your fears speak in circles. Your doubts rise like thunder. Your memories echo like wind striking an empty house. And you wonder why guidance feels distant, why intuition feels blocked, why peace is impossible to find. But my child, the reason you cannot feel heaven is not because heaven is silent. It is because your inner storm has become louder than the whisper trying to reach you. The divine does not shout above your fear. He does not fight for attention. He does not compete with the noise inside you. He waits patiently, gently, endlessly for the moment your soul is quiet enough with the noise inside you. He waits patiently, gently, endlessly for the moment your soul is quiet enough to recognize the voice that has been guiding you all along. You think God has stopped speaking, but truthfully, your heart is simply covered with too much weight. The weight of old wounds, the weight of expectations, the weight of trying to carry a world that was never your burden to hold. When you live in constant mental noise, you lose the sensitivity that lets you feel divine direction. You begin to depend on signs instead of stillness. You begin to seek outward what is born inside you. Heaven does not speak in volume. Heaven speaks in alignment, in timing, in intuition, in clarity, in the gentle tug pulling you toward truth before your mind even understands it. But that clarity cannot rise through the storm inside your chest. Your thoughts swirl too quickly. Your emotions collide like waves. Your fears scream over your intuition until you believe fear is your guidance. You are not broken for feeling this way, and you are human. But you must learn something sacred. Storms inside you are not meant to be feared. They are meant to be understood. Because storms do not come to destroy your connection to the divine. Storms come to clear the space within you where peace will eventually live. When your heart is hurting, when your mind is racing, when your soul is trembling, you think you are far from heaven. But this is when heaven is closest. Closer than breath, closer than thought, closer than the feeling of your own hands. The problem is not that God is silent. The storm inside you is drowning out the whisper that carries his guidance. Let me tell you the truth that your heart has forgotten. Heaven speaks through peace. Hell speaks through panic. Learn the difference, and you will never again confuse silence with abandonment. The whisper of the divine is not loud enough to compete with fear, and it is not meant to be. You must quiet the storm. Not by force. Not by resistance. Not by trying to shut your thoughts down. You quiet the storm by becoming aware of it, by breathing into it, by letting the waves rise without fighting them. And slowly, very slowly, the thunder inside you fades. The waves soften. The storm loosens its grip. Then in that gentle space between your thoughts, you feel something. A calm knowing. A warm truth, a subtle direction, a peace that has no explanation. That is the whisper you've been missing. That is heaven. That is guidance. That is the divine speaking in the only language your soul truly understands. The storm is not your enemy. The storm is your teacher. The storm is the doorway to the quiet place inside you where heaven has been waiting. My child, the second half of this truth is even deeper. Heaven does not only whisper us, heaven transforms. Every storm inside you is an invitation to become still enough to feel the divine rebuilding you from the inside out. The whisper of heaven does not come as a voice. It comes as a shift. It comes as a softening. It comes as the release of something you've been carrying for far too long. When you stop fighting your pain, you hear what your pain was trying to say.
When you stop resisting your emotions, you hear the lesson they were hiding. When you stop pushing away your fears,
You hear the truth that lives beneath them. And beneath everything, beneath the anger, beneath the loneliness, beneath the memories, beneath the noise, there is a whisper. A whisper older than the world, calmer than the ocean, wiser than every moment of your life combined.
this whisper says, you are safe, you are guided, you are not alone, you are becoming.
But this whisper cannot be heard when your heart is shaking. It cannot be felt
When your mind is racing, it cannot be understood while you are holding on to the wounds
that were meant to be released. You must let the storm pass through you instead of holding it inside you. No storm lasts forever, and not even the ones inside the human soul. The divine is not waiting for you
to become perfect. He is waiting for you to become quiet enough to feel him.